morning. Welcome to day 100 of The Cut.
Yo. Here's what I've learned. Now, uploading 100 consecutive videos in days in a row on YouTube has been a profound learning experience. Here are my top 3 lessons. Lesson number 1, effectiveness. Throughout this whole process, I've become very, very intrigued with how to become more effective and be more efficient with things. And to start off, I'm going to talk about just the editing process. I have found ways to become more efficient and more effective while I'm editing, and it's stuff that is just mere seconds that it saves, right? If you've watched any of these videos, you see how in the beginning it says cut day. It says cut day, and then there's a number. And so I've saved that text and that font and that size and everything. So now when I load up my editing software and I put my clips into it, all I'm doing is just changing the number, whether it's 99, 100, whatever it may be, right? Now, that might not seem that important, but just those few seconds is a game changer. Now, with the filming side of it, I've become very intentional with my filming, right? And I've focused a lot on having no just extra fat on the clips. So I kind of have an idea of what I'm going to say before I pick up the camera, and then I pick up the camera. Say what I got to say. I speak slowly and I speak thoroughly so I don't have so much cutting to do. I don't want to be stuttering over my words or getting lost in thought, in that I know what I'm going to say and I say it. So now this is a big game changer when it comes to editing. I just take those clips, throw them in the editing software, and I don't have to trim really too much off of them. Sometimes I trim a little bit off the end or a little bit off the beginning. And I mean, I'm human, so there's times at the clips where I stutter or I forget what I'm saying, or I haven't fully fleshed out the thought before I picked up the camera, so there's that. Or something happens in the background, dogs bark, whatever it may be, right? Another thing that I've done is, if a clip is about like 2 minutes and longer, I put it in 2 times speed, and this obviously shortens the clip size. And I put it 2 times speed, I scroll it wide so I could see the audio, and I go through and watch it, and when there's dead space, I cut it. And it just allows me to get through the clips exponentially faster. So like a 3-minute clip will be like a minute and a half, a minute, whatever, you know? So it's just little techniques. Like that really make it a lot more effective and just easier to get these videos edited and out, right? Filmed, edited, and out, rather. Because in the beginning, there's kind of a lot of friction with filming everything that you do in a day and everything that you eat. Like, I would come home from the gym or work and that, and I'm like, man, I just want to cook my fucking food, and I don't really want to, like, this sounds dumb, but I don't want to go and grab my camera and, like, tell you what I'm eating. Like, it's the same shit every day. But I found ways to just make that more frictionless, and that's not even that much friction, but we're humans, we're self-sabotaging, so it's like, what? It takes me 10 seconds to film the clip saying this is 8 ounces of chicken, 1 cup of cooked rice, and some green beans. Like, that's nothing. But when you're super hungry and that, I don't know, you start to self-sabotage. But it's just those little tips and tricks like that make it a lot more frictionless. And don't get me wrong, in the beginning, it's pretty rough. There's a lot of friction to it. But I've just become hyper aware of becoming effective and being as efficient as I possibly can. So I pretty much do the same thing every day, so it's easier for me, right? So like the night before, I already know kind of what I'm going to film tomorrow. That's why I start every day with good morning, welcome to day blah, 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 the cut, and then I usually say my body weight, my morning weight. I always show a cup of coffee being poured in that, so I found ways to make it a lot more effective. And now, effectiveness in other facets of life, as the gym. So I go to a gym where not many people go. It's pretty expensive to go there, but this just kind of gives me the best opportunity to be able to go in, get my lift over with, and get out, right? There's another gym that I go to where a bunch of my friends go, and just more people go. There's a higher volume of people overall, right? And a lot of time is wasted at that gym. And I shouldn't say wasted, because like having conversation with your friends and your peers is good, but there's days where I'm in a rush. I just need to get in, get out, you know? And when I'm going in and I'm seeing buddies and that. We're chit-chatting. Time flies. You know, you don't even realize minutes tick by fast. And minutes are precious when you're trying to upload every day. And not even if it's with friends. If I'm going, I write a workout up and I say, okay, I'm going to use pec deck, then I'm going to Smith incline, then this, and I have to wait. That's just eating up more time. So the gym I go to, I don't really know anybody there, and it's a pretty empty gym because it's so expensive, and they have so much equipment. So I could write a workout up, and I'm pretty confident that when I go in there, the piece of equipment's going to be open, you know? So I don't have to wait for anybody to use the equipment, and I'm not bumping into anybody and having conversation with anybody. And just my overall workout structure has become a lot better. I'm just pushing sets harder, so I have to do less sets, and I kind of, this sounds crazy, and this sounds almost OCD or just, you know, micromanagement, but a lot of times I like to do my workouts. I'll fucking write them. I'll go, okay, I know the dumbbells are extremely close to this piece of equipment, right? And then it's close to this piece of equipment. And I'll literally do a whole workout in one corner of the gym so I don't have to fucking walk around. That sounds crazy, but I don't know. It saves me some time in the day and allows me to be as effective as I possibly can be. I get a workout done now in an hour and a half, hour 15, hour and a half, and that's with 30 minutes cardio. So we just push it hard, and we go heavy, and we don't have too much rest breaks. And I'm not waiting on equipment or talking, so it saves me a lot of time. Lesson number 2 is consistency and discipline. Now, I mean, it goes without saying, when you upload 100 days in a row, there were some days where I really, really did not want to pick up the camera and film, and I sure shit did not want to edit and go through that whole process, right? And for, you know, many reasons. There were some days that I was just lazy, that I didn't want to pick up the camera, that I'm like, you're just being fucking lazy now. Just pick up the camera. And then there was days that I had a lot of anxiety, or I was just having a bad day mentally, and I just didn't feel like getting in front of a camera when I know that was going on inside my head. But one thing I learned actually was the days that I felt like that is when it was the most important for me to pick up the camera, because it was almost like therapeutic for me, and it kind of you know, zapped me out of it. So days that I was just feeling sluggish and self-destructive and just like, fuck the streak, those days were the most critical for me to pick up that camera, because it just ripped me right out of that, and I was like, okay, this is exciting. I have a mission here. I'm on a, you know, I'm trying to do this as long as I possibly can. And there was ways that I found that made it a lot easier to be disciplined and consistent. What I like to do now is, as soon as I wake up, upon waking, I like to edit my video. I don't even get water. I don't get coffee. I wake up, go right to the bathroom, brush my teeth, hit my desk, and I'm editing. I mean, still fucking gook in my eyes and shit. Hair's all jacked up. I don't care. I immediately get the video edited. Now, this opens up the rest of my day. Unless I have to upload, but, you know, that takes no time at all. So doing that has helped a lot more with me being consistent, because I'm getting something done immediately upon waking, and it's kind of giving me the momentum throughout the rest of the day. This just helps because there's times where it's a grind, where I get home from the gym and I know I got to edit and upload, and I'm starving, but I'm like, just edit the video before you eat. And there's times like, you know, that's a fucking grinder, because I'm starving. I just want to eat. You know, I just want to shower and eat. But I'm like, you have to edit this. You have to get this up. You told yourself you're going to do it. 2025 is a year of execution, people. So we're going to push it hard. But waking up and doing it immediately after I wake up, it just clears up time. And the biggest thing is, which was a huge learning curve for me, was spontaneous plans I could not really do nowadays. Like, if I'm at the gym and my dad or family or friends or whatever is like, yo, let's do this afterwards, and I know I have to edit and upload the video, or just upload the video, I'm like, sorry, I can't. That's my bad, you know, like, I have to go home. So that takes a lot of discipline, because there's times like I really want to go do something, but I know I'm committed to this and I have to go home and do that. So getting it done in the morning is really nice, because I could be a little bit more spontaneous later on in the day. I don't have that looming over my head that I have to edit and upload this video. So that has just taught me great discipline in that aspect. And now discipline in the aspect of diet and that, I mean, this is the cleanest I've ever eaten for the longest I've ever done it. I'm going on 100 days here. I've not had a fucking speck of junk food or nothing. I've not cheated. The most I cheat is that popcorn with the 0-calorie butter, 0-calorie fucking dust, flavoring stuff, and I air pop the popcorn so it's the lowest calories it possibly could be. I don't put no oils on it, you know. I don't fucking load it in salt, nothing. I put the seasoning, the 0-calorie spray butter, and 0-calorie spray butter to like pop it, to air pop it. This has just held me accountable, and I am forever grateful for this cut series because this is the happiest I've ever been with my body and my leanness and just my eating overall and my discipline to just look at stuff that, I mean, I fucking am a sucker for some pizza and wings. And pretty early on in this cut, there was pizza and wings. There's a video of it way back, I think in the 20s, day 20s or something, that my family got pizza and wings and I just sat there and watched it. And like old TJ would have definitely fucking cracked. And it's taught me to be much more okay with being hungry, with having that feeling of hunger and knowing like, all right, you're going to fucking live. You don't have to go eat junk to satisfy this hunger. So I'm just forever grateful because I feel this is the first time in my life where I've had full, total control of my eating. So that is very nice. Now, this is going to tie us into the third lesson, but I think this is just a different type of discipline that it has taught me because, I mean, it's hard to be disciplined when, you know, let's point out the obvious here. Not many people are watching this. I'm pulling less than 10 views a video typically, right? So it is extremely easy to justify missing a day and giving up because it's like, why am I not going to go out and eat with my family? Or why am I not going to go do this to go upload a video that 5 people are going to watch? So that discipline that it takes to do that, I think is significantly harder than if I had a bunch of people watching it. And this kind of just leads us into the third lesson. I need this content. Is it loaded in here? This is a tight ass grocery or whatever gas station. Damn. Could reach from one window to the next. I don't even know that no liquid schmackers in here. Just caught you in 4K. That's crazy.
No scar.
Caught 4K. Dude, look at that. I can't even. Dude, Riley, try to walk through that. Look how tightened that is. Holy fuck, not the Stonies.
No, that's actually crazy.
Dude, the drink selection is heinous.
They got great Ghost on.
Holy tall boys Red Bulls. I've never seen that big of a tall boy Red Bull in my life. I'm like bumping into the shelves and shit. Who owns this? Oh, Riley's caught in the meat section. 4K meat section.
Yeah,
Fucking 4K.
Maybe over there.
Please do not smash bags of ice on the floor. Thank you. Management. Oh, dude, some drinks over there. Hella energy drinks. Dude, Liquid Death. Are you kidding me? Oh. Dude, they're cheaper here. Not the Liquid Death, but the
AZs.
AZs.
Damn.
That's still degeneracy. It was a mechanic shop.
What?
It was a mechanic shop. That's craziness. That's bananas. That's straight up bananas. Hi. You too. Appreciate it.
I wish I could do it now. Well, like a little sweet treat.
Well, hurry it up. I'm gonna drink my thing. Dude, they got Lunchables, but they ain't got no Feastables.
Our fast kids are coming, guys.
Gummy bears. 10 times out of 10 times.
Gummy bears love you. I'm sorry.
Riley, you look fat. I'm joking. This is those right there. Those be the hitters, dog.
Are they?
This right there. Oh my god, man, they're good. They're delicious. So are the peanut butter and jelly.
Is it cutting certified?
Hell yeah. It's what, 210 or something, I think, calories?
Look, I don't need fucking 500 calories, I know, right? But I kind of want to get these.
Dude, you're on the cut.
I know.
Maybe Lena's Law of one day. Just not today.
Dude, I'm the lightest I've been.
Craig this motherfucker right in the store. I already paid for it. So legally I can do that. Oh my fucking god. Not as good as the Dr. Pepper one, but not bad.
You posted up. The fuck? Damn. 4K.
This is 4K now.
Crispy. No dust, no gunk on it.
This bitch is crispy. The third lesson is no expectations and falling in love with the process. I've been posting on social media for years now. My first video that I've ever posted fitness-wise on Instagram was 2019. Now, granted, I've never been this consistent with it, and I think I know why, and I think this whole journey here has taught me why. I used to post with expectations. I would spend hours filming, editing, and then it'd be time to upload, and I'm like, this video should do relatively good for what my videos do, right? And then when it kind of flops and I'm trying to be consistent and it just doesn't hit nearly the numbers that I wanted, subconsciously that kind of makes you just think like, what is the fucking point? Why am I spending this time and energy on this when it's not even getting 1,000 fucking views on Instagram, So I think going into it with expectations that it's going to do better, and when it doesn't, that will really crumble your self-belief and your consistency and your discipline to keep posting. And it doesn't allow you to fall in love with the process. Now, going into this, I told myself, you're going to upload no matter what, and you're not going to have expectations. Okay? So now, when I upload and I just skate. I don't fucking sit there and keep refreshing and seeing what the views are at or whatever. I just try to upload the best video I possibly can in that day, and I go on with my life. And I'm immediately thinking about the next video. And this has allowed me to fall in love with the process. I actually love trying to get like cool clips, or I love just picking up my camera and talking to the camera now. Before, it felt like a job and it felt like a nuisance, And I just was like, oh man, I'm what the fuck? I look like an idiot. I'm over here filming myself and talking to a camera for nobody to watch it. And I just had to have some humility and just upload with no expectations. This is not a journey to blow up. This is just a journey to stay consistent and do something that I told myself I was going to do. Now, if there's some gold at the end of the rainbow, great. If there's not, I mean, maybe it's not meant to be, or I'm giving myself enough time to actually see if something works or doesn't work. Before, I would upload 3 types of videos and go, those don't work, scrap them, But that's not enough time. You got to give it time to see if those work. It's not going to happen overnight, right? So, like a cut series like this, if I get to day 1,000 and I have fucking 50 subscribers, obviously something's wrong. I need to be more energetic, or I need to have more cuts in it. I need to get more, different types of footage, whether it's in the gym or outside, whatever it may be, right? Something needs to change. But I can't expect to gain all these subscribers or all these followers in 100 days. So, and it just teaches you to stay on the path and believe in your ideas. And because of these 3 lessons here is why I wholeheartedly believe that this time it's going to work out for me, right? I think I'm actually going to make this dream into a reality this time, and I'm going to continue to be consistent because I've fallen in love with the process. I've learned what it takes to get these videos out daily, and it has taught me the discipline to wake up and immediately edit or set aside time or say no. The power of saying no because I know I have to edit, film, etc., right? And the biggest lesson I think out of all these is just I'm uploading with no expectation. I'm uploading because I enjoy it and I like the videos and I like making them and I like editing. And I'm doing it for me. I'm not doing it to get attention from anybody else. I'm doing it because I enjoy it. And I think that's why this time I'm here to stay, and this will genuinely work out because, I mean, Jesus Christ, I went for broke buying this new camera. Went for fucking broke. It's a cliche saying, but burn the boats. Leave no other options. And I genuinely am burning the fucking boats on this one. But that is going to conclude day 100. I'm excited to keep going with this. We have many, many, many more days, God willing, you know. And I will try my hardest to get these videos out day in and day out and just continue this journey. I am here to stay. Here's cheers to 100 days consecutive uploading on YouTube. Now for 5,000 more. Nonetheless, that'll conclude today. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Peace. Oh, what the fuck did I just step in? Jism? Jism? Yesum? This video is sponsored by the only water I intake, and that gives me my gains. Liquid Death.